Hi, Sam. So thanks for filling out all the paperwork I sent you home with your last appointment.
Oh, you're welcome. My hand cramp is recovered now.
So we're going to go over a few of the things you filled out and talk about what I'm seeing.
Perfect.
So, as you know, this is about cavities and the food you eat
Mm-hmm.
and how it can cause cavities. So, tell me, what do you know about how diet affects your mouth?
Well, I'm sure some things that I may or may not ingest break down surfaces of my teeth, and a lot of sugary pops that I love to drink. I like to drink one a day to keep my caffeine addiction filled. And
Okay.
yeah, this I think the sugar and stuff in it isn't good for it.
Okay, so like we talked about, you have some risk factors that can cause cavities.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't do daily oral hygiene as much as you should.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
only brush about a minute when
yeah,
I do.
and then your diet, and you have crowding. You've had previous cavities in the last 3 years. So all that makes you more susceptible to cavities in the future. So, do you want to take me through your daily routine?
Oh, food wise?
Just the whole thing from the moment you wake up till when you go to bed, and the times you eat, and
Okay,
when you
well,
brush your teeth and stuff like that?
in the morning, I wake up at around 6, and I am a school bus driver, so I like to eat around 6:30.
I thought you said you were a pipeliner.
Oh, yeah, I'm a pipeliner. School bus driving is my side job. I'm a pipeliner, and when I do get up in that time, I have 1 cup of grape juice, one warm cinnamon roll, like to get it a little toasty, and then one medium orange because I figure health is good. But
Okay. So, what do you do after you eat breakfast?
well, after I eat breakfast, I go to work, and then during work, sometimes I'll have a little snack. Maybe it'll be some like Cheez-Its or something. And typically, I work pretty long days, so
Do
it can be like 12 hours at
Are
least.
you forgetting something? You brush your teeth or shower
Oh
or
yeah,
anything
yeah.
like
I do
that?
shower before work. I like to get nice and clean before, and I brush my teeth before work. Probably not as long as I should, but I still do it. And usually I'm in kind of a hurry, so by the time I do that, it's getting to be time to leave. Yeah, and then after that, I like to brush after I eat, and then I leave. But sometimes it can be before too.
Okay.
And then I go to work, and then while I'm at work, I have some snacks, like I mentioned before, Cheez-Its. And then lunch break, we're kind of busy all day, so I'll go and get McDonald's or whatever fast food is close
With the boys?
with the boys. I like my number 8, the 2 cheeseburgers with a small fry and Coke.
Okay.
And then after that, back to work for a while. It's kind of a labor job, so pretty intensive with working with our hands. And I specifically operate an excavator, um, so I'm busy doing that. And then on days I'm not doing that, then I bus drive again in the afternoon. And then in the evening, I have dinner, and that can vary from thing to thing. Sometimes I'll get a pizza on the way home from work and put that in the oven, and then have some pop with it, and then yeah, just kind of relax after that, and probably take another shower, and that's about it. Sometimes I forget to brush my teeth at night.
Okay. So, like you said, you brush your teeth at least once in the morning for 1 minute,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes at night.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll get into that later, but it's good that you're at least doing it once a day right now. So, we're gonna talk about like how cavities form and like what risk factors that involves. So, I'm sure you've heard of plaque before. So, when your teeth feel like gritty, and you
Yeah.
kind of like run your tongue along your teeth feels gritty. That's plaque.
Got some plaque going.
So, when we eat foods, the sugars from the foods kind of like stick to our teeth, and it ingests acid, and then the acid breaks down our tooth, which can cause a cavity. So
that pop definitely
yeah, so
is not helping the situation.
Yeah, pop is a huge factor. As sugar, which, like I said, sticks to our teeth.
Yeah, it's not good.
So, like the foods we eat, like pop, carbs.
I do like carbs. Sometimes I work out when I get time, so carbs is
even like fruits
good.
And stuff. Even though fruits are healthy, like they do have sugar in them, which can.
Can protein shakes be kind of hard on them if they have a lot of chemicals?
Depends what type of chemicals, but
okay.
if you're putting fruit in there or something, that can.
I do. Yeah, I put a lot of fruit in there.
So,
love my mangoes.
Like the structure of your teeth can cause or can lead to tooth decay. So like if you have like deep pits and fissures in your teeth, and like position, if they like overlap or if they're crowded, because that's hard to clean, like with a toothbrush or like floss or anything, like the pits and fissures in your teeth are hard. And then
sometimes I have trouble reaching the back teeth.
Yeah, so
but I don't floss very often.
Okay. And then like it does take a while for a cavity to form. There's all these stages of cavitation. So even though it may look like you're okay now, it could be forming and we may not even know about it. So that's why it's important to keep track of what we're eating. So every time you eat, the pH in your mouth drops. So like we'll have a normal pH, and then when you eat breakfast, it drops down. So I have a picture on here.
Oh.
So eat breakfast, it drops down for about 20 minutes. And then eventually it'll go back to normal. So if you're constantly eating throughout the day and like drinking pop and stuff, each time you take a sip, that pH drops again. So before you know it, you're spending all this time down in this area.
That's the danger zone.
Yeah, so that's when demineralization, as we call it, occurs. So that's why if you like drink pop or something, you want to drink it in like 20 minutes. You don't want to sip on it for like 2 hours.
So I gotta pound it.
Yeah, if you are gonna drink pop.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to quit.
So yeah, that critical pH of about 4 is when we start to see cavities develop. So we want to keep it more in the normal pH and shorter periods of time. So if you just eat like 3 meals a day, then it'll just stay down in that critical pH for less time than it normally would.
So I shouldn't snack?
Not as much. Your snacks were Skittles and pop.
Yeah, I do like having my Skittles.
And Cheez-Its.
You know, sometimes a gas station has them, and
that's
they
okay
call my name.
Every once in a while, but you can't do that every day because you're going to start having...
What's a healthy alternative for me?
For you, I would say... do you like snacking a lot? Like always having something in your mouth?
Sometimes.
So, like, xylitol gum would be good.
Oh.
Xylitol is a sugar, but it's proven to prevent cavities. So mints with xylitol and stuff like that would be good for you.
Are veggies okay?
Yes, vegetables are very good.
Perfect. I like my carrots.
Yeah, so along with this Stephen's curve, what I'm showing you is called saliva is good because it obviously it lubricates the mouth and it helps with breaking down the food you eat. But it also like helps bring that pH back up to normal. So if you ever have like dry mouth, which some people do, they're at high risk for cavities. So eating like xylitol gum and stuff can help with the flow of saliva and stuff.
I'll have to find some of them.
Yeah, there's lots of gum sold at like the normal grocery store that have xylitol in it. You just have to look at the ingredients and see what's in there. So, we'll take a look at your food chart here.
Oh boy.
So, you did get some like fruit in and stuff, which is good in the morning. And you did get some vegetables. You eat potatoes. So
gotta get those carbs.
I told you about My Plate in your first appointment and how that is the dietary like norm of what we should be eating.
I need to work on my portions for different food groups a little bit.
So yeah, grains. You're recommended 8 ounces, and you ate 5. And then fruits, you had 1 cup, and you should maybe be eating 2 cups.
So I need an extra fruit throughout the day?
Yeah. Ooh. And then vegetables was 1 cup, but you should be eating 3.
Yeah, I don't eat many veggies.
And then protein, you ate 4. You should be having about 6, so that wasn't too bad.
I'm actually under?
Yeah.
Oh, God. How am I going to get swole?
And then dairy is 2 cups, and you should be having 3. So this is all based off of like your gender and how much you weigh and your age and stuff.
Yeah, that's less protein. That's bad. I need more.
So, following My Plate is a good way to get a healthy, balanced diet. So, instead of...
So McDonald's isn't good?
Well, I know your job, you guys go out to lunch and stuff because you're out doing work. And it's hard to say no to going out with coworkers. But instead of getting like a Big Mac, maybe you should get like a salad instead. So choices like that is what can help you balance out your food. So foods that like stimulate saliva are good because we want more saliva in your mouth. So like crunchy foods. So maybe like dried fruit or something like that.
Like a trail mix, maybe?
Yeah, trail mix with nuts and stuff.
Okay, that'd be good. No M&Ms?
Only sometimes. So even though dried fruit does have, it's sticky, so you want to be careful of that because it can retain to the tooth. So then we got to remember if the food is acidic. So like pop, of course, is acidic. So if it's acidic, that's gonna aid in the acidity of the cavity and demineralize your tooth. So you calculated your form of sugar, so you had 5 forms of liquid sugar throughout the day and 5 forms of solid.
Is that bad?
Some stuff has natural sugar, so that, like that orange you ate, has natural sugar, but, we'd like to get it lower.
What's a good number for me? Just like half the amount?
Yeah, I'd start watching that.
Okay.
So then we can, watching your diet, of course, helps in cavities, but there's also some other stuff you could do that will help prevent cavities. So we kind of talked about saliva and how like xylitol gum and stuff helps with the flow of that. So the more saliva in your mouth, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And then fluoride. So I don't know if the place you live has fluoride in the water.
I have well water, so
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
it's pretty sketchy sometimes.
So the water that does have fluoride in it, it's what we call systemic fluoride. So your body is ingesting it and sending it all throughout your body. Whereas like topical fluoride, what we do here is we put it directly on your teeth, and you get a much higher concentration for it. So
does that make up for the time that I don't have fluoride in my water?
Yeah, so since you don't have fluoride in your water, I highly recommend you would get a fluoride varnish.
Should I do it more often when I come in, being than a normal person?
Yeah, I mean, you can get one every time you come in.
Okay, good to know.
So, like the toothpaste that you get over the counter and stuff doesn't even have as much fluoride as like the stuff we put on here. So, it's a good recommendation. And then, so like reducing the frequency of the pop you drink and stuff. So, I think you drink 2 or 3.
Is tea a good alternative?
Yes, but tea can also stain your teeth, so that's something to keep in mind. But it's a lot better. It's not carbonated. So maybe switch to tea or cut back to 1 pop a day.
Okay.
So maybe you could start trying that. So, and then you said you brush in the morning. So I would recommend brushing twice a day. And I can show you some other tools that could help you out, like a proxy brush and a reach flosser, since it's hard to get way back in those molar areas.
Yeah.
So I'll show you that. And then, like I said, xylitol, since you like to snack a lot, can help with that urge. So we kind of went over the MyPlate stuff, but since your job is quite laborious, you're already getting a lot of physical activity during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say you're doing pretty good on that. So
sometimes I like to work out too.
Yeah, that's good.
Except the days when I'm bus driving, I don't get that much. But luckily, I have a mix.
Yeah, so
being that it's seasonal work, of course.
Yeah.
I'm laid off in the winter, so that's kind of what I'm doing now.
With MyPlate, just kind of looking at what you're eating, you could substitute like a vegetable in for your nightly snack instead of buttered popcorn or stuff like that.
Telling me a lot of hard things here, but I need to do it for the teeth.
Yeah. So, or you ate a lot of Skittles during the day. Could maybe eat like a protein bar or something to get more protein. So it's just stuff to kind of start thinking about.
Yeah. If it's a chocolatey protein bar, is that bad? Some of them have some chocolate on them. Should I try to go more like plant-based and natural?
Yeah, that's always good.
Okay.
We don't have to cut everything out of our life that we love. We just have to keep better track of it.
So Skittles still?
Not every day.
In moderation?
Yes, in moderation.
like to hear.
So, after going through some of this stuff, do you have any other questions for me?
At the moment, I think we've covered everything pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any goals that you would like to set for yourself
I'd hope
from like some of the stuff we talked about?
not to get any more cavities. That would be nice. I don't really need to get work done anymore, or want to get work done for getting drilled into. But yeah, I think just making healthier food choices and promoting a better lifestyle, and maybe I'll see a little more results too from the gym and work, being outside and stuff if I pick up my diet and keep my teeth healthy. So
Okay. So, I'll have you write down these goals, and then next time you come back, we can revisit them and see what's changed.
perfect. Hopefully, all good things.
Okay. Well, thanks for having this appointment.
You're
I'll
welcome.
see you in a few months.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. It's a good appointment.